really good win for our team today. Beat a good team, very well coached team. Just pleased with the effort, and really I thought our execution in the second half and even throughout offensively was pretty good. I think our crowd, having a great crowd today was, just a lot of fun and good for our players. Our players need that. Just the energy and spirit really helps, especially in a grinding game where Stanford gets off to a really good start and makes 3 threes early, and that just gives them a jolt of confidence, and it kind of puts you on your heels, and but we just kept battling. I thought our guys did a good job of working their way into the game, and I thought the last 30 minutes we played really well. So again, very pleased and happy about the win. So questions for me?
Is Chauncey only get 17 points? What's different about today than some of the other games?
We had him guarding Renault some today. We've been practicing it for the last couple of days. We just thought we wanted use his length as a secondary defender. Obviously, he's a guy that can step out and make threes too. So we thought his ability to do that, guard that, would help also. He stuck his nose in there and got 5 defensive rebounds. I'm proud of him for that. He hasn't done a very good job of that in his career. It's something we've talked a lot about. I'm happy he made the 4 threes, but he's made threes like that before. He can do that. This is him becoming a better player. This is him getting out of his comfort zone, doing competitive, tough things like defending the other team's best player, rebounding the ball. He was fantastic. I'm proud of him too because he practiced great. From Christmas, he's had some really good practices. He's been very engaged and competitive, more competitive, and I'm happy that he got rewarded for that because he's really worked hard this week.
Victor had a great all-around game with the 5 blocks and
He did,
steals.
yeah.
How much do you think sort of this matchup and what happened in Columbia with that physical nature of that sort of stuck with him?
Yeah, he and I had a long talk and met after the game in Columbia where he didn't play very well and really got kind of taken out of it mentally. He's a good player. I mean, he really helps our team because he can do a lot of different things. He can make a 3. He can move his feet and guard out on the floor. He can block shots at the rim. He can pass and catch, and so he's, part of my thing to him has just been making sure that he understands how much he's valued here, and how much he's relied on as an important part of our team. And he doesn't play 35 minutes every game. That's not really most of the time what is best for him, but the 25 to 27 minutes that he plays is usually very productive. And when he plays well, and the way we play puts him in a position to have the ball a lot and make some shots and have some assists, and then he's going to be in a position to block. I mean, he's one of those guys with the way we play that he's going to have a lot of stats if he's playing well. But I'm proud of him because he fought through some sickness. He's really been battling some sickness off and on, kind of since Miami a little bit. It's just, he didn't come to shoot around this morning. We weren't 100% sure if he'd play. He had been practicing though, so that was good. And obviously, thankfully, he played because we probably have a hard time winning without him.
Coach Smith was talking about James Zachary's defense, how you can't have a sense of it until you face it, just how unique is how he gets into other guys.
Yeah, just really competitive. I mean, he's got such leverage, is the best way to describe it. He's strong, he's low, he's quick, and he's competitive. And so he takes great pride in being disruptive and, trying to really make it hard on people. And, I thought that was a big factor in the game, certainly was our ability to turn them over. They do an unbelievable job of taking care of the ball. They only average 9 turnovers a game. We got them to turn it over 17 times. And certainly that was a big part of the win today.
Are you seeing the byproducts of his harassing defense really helping chase his legs and keeping him fresh?
Yeah, there's no question that Chase not having to do that as much like he did last year. Now he couldn't do it as long or as well, but Chase had to do it maybe at the half court level. So that's a big part of what's kept Chase fresh and helped his ability to score and make other plays and just being a really good, efficient offensive player and a guy that's solid defensively and done a good job for us. Then Dylan coming in, Dell's struggling a little bit. I got to talk to him. It's crazy because he probably had 2 or 3 great practices leading into the game, and I really was thinking this was a game he's going to give us 10 good minutes, and he just struggled and had 2 quick turnovers and just, that's disappointed because I wanted to get him some more time and thought he earned it in practice this week, but, just didn't pan out. But when you have multiple guys, I guess what I'm saying is we have multiple guys that can be productive at pressuring the ball. It really helps our team.
I guess you talked about wishing Stanford came later in the schedule, so they had multiple flights. I guess.
Yeah.
Did you also see Cal coming right after that?
Yeah, I think it's still early. We're all in good shape from the standpoint of we all got 4 days off at Christmas, and you're kind of just worried a little bit about rust. To be honest with you, as you haven't played in so long, it's we tried to have some 6-minute segments where we played live, the last couple of days to do some things, and but it's still different when you play in front of a crowd and just kind of getting your mojo back and getting used to playing in games. And we were fine today. I thought we were a little slow starting just in terms of I talked about it to the team. I didn't sense the same just energy, guys, ready to beat the door down to go out and play. It's almost like, hey, let's go see how this goes. I told them that's not good when you play a team like Stanford who's, they're just so well coached and well schooled on what they do that they're going to run their stuff really well, and they're going to, if they get a couple open shots, they knock them down. You're going to get behind early, and kind of that's what happened. And but thankfully, it's a long game. We battled through it, and I thought we got stronger. And again, I thought we also played pretty efficiently on offense and did a lot of good offensive things in the game.
I think you started 3 of 3 from 3-point range.
Mhm.
They were like 3 of 18 the rest of the game. So what do you like in terms of the perimeter defense?
I just thought we got them sped up a little bit. I thought, and they did some good things to attack our basket and, to try to spread us out. And, we handled it for the most part. Obviously we made mistakes, several mistakes, and a lot of times they made us pay. But I do think there was a wearing effect a little bit, and I think, we got some transition out of it, fast break points, and we did a solid job of not, giving a bunch of open threes. They got a couple threes, but a lot of them were contested. We did a solid job on Renault. Man, is he talented, really good player. So, that's a good team we beat today. Good team.
You happy with how y'all navigated their zone?
Yeah, I thought we did some really good things against it. And, we haven't seen something like that in a while. Certainly practiced against it a lot the last couple of days. And some of it's just, you got to have a little movement, and then your guys got to make some plays. And but I thought we did some nice things in it. And, anxious to watch the film and see how all that looked as well.
Coach, did you make any changes at halftime as far as the full court press intensity or anything, schematically to force them up?
I think the one thing that changed, and it was, we wanted to do it most of the game. It's just sometimes when the guys are down at the other end at the beginning of the game and they're not quite up as much as we want them up, or maybe denying a pass as much as we want them denying, they can give you like they don't hear you and they don't. But then when they're right in front of your bench and you're screaming at them to hey, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, it's a little harder for them to maybe not respond. But there weren't any major schematic changes or anything like that. We just did a better job.
And the guys were saying before that they've never seen Victor block 5 shots like that, even in practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Does it seem like what you said to him after the Gamecocks game is?
I don't know. He's had some games where he's blocked some shots. maybe not 5, but he's had games where he's blocked 3 shots, I think, and he blocks a few in practice. But yeah, today he was really good. I mean, he really did a nice job of protecting our basket and defending Renault as best you can. And I thought he gave us a big lift.
Talk about Chauncey having good practices since Christmas.
Yep.
You have to challenge him as well, or that just come?
I mean, I've been challenging him for a couple years now on certain things. That's rebounding and defending is obviously a common theme, right? It's he has good offensive skill. You know, his confidence, he can lose his confidence, and he lost his confidence in a couple games. That happens. But, like, he knows we believe in him. We've got plays that we run for him to post. We got plays that we run for him to shoot threes. We've got, you know, he plays multiple positions. One of the things I love about him is he has a very good mind. He can handle learning multiple positions and makes very few mistakes when he, you know, in the heat of battle, when he has to, you know, you change a position. And sometimes that's how he's played more at times in his career is he can play a 3, he can play a 4. And, you know, he does a good job. He wants to do those things right. It's just continuing to battle to get his confidence and physicality at the level that he needs it to be for the talent that he has. But today he took a big step forward. That was terrific.
Talk about Jaden's endurance. How does he get to that level? Is it just intrinsic?
I just think some guys are wired that way. They're, you know, he's got some mental strength too now. I mean, there's a mental strength to it. Some of it is, you know, other guys give in quickly when there's a little fatigue, and some guys have the toughness to get to the next play, the mental toughness to get to the next play, the physical toughness. You know, some of it is he's a tough kid. I mean, that's who he is. It's how he's at this level. It's how he's successful at this level. You know, we look at a lot of things in evaluation of players: size, athleticism, skill, shooting, passing. But toughness is a major talent also, and probably a rare one. So when you have a guy who brings toughness to your team, you know, sometimes that's as good a talent as there is. And he has that in spades. I mean, he's a competitive guy.
Any more questions for Coach?
All right. Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year. We're off to a good start.